In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Francisco Giants versus Atlanta Braves. The San Francisco Giants will go on the road as they take on the Atlanta Braves at Truist Park. Alex Wood is getting the start for the Giants. Kyle Wright will take the mound for the Braves. San Francisco is 4-1 in their last 5 games as an underdog and 8-3 in their last 11 games overall, while the over is 12-4 in their last 16 games against the National League East. Atlanta is 8-1 in their last 9 home games and 20-7 in their last 27 games overall, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 home games against a team with a winning record. With the usual smaller Thursday slate, the Giants and Braves are finishing up one of the better series of the week. They're both still trying to work their way to the tops of their respective divisions, as they are behind the 2 best teams in the National League. Therefore, this should not be used as any kind of rest or getaway day. That's rather evident given the starting pitching matchup for this finale. That looks to be better news for the Braves, as they will have Kyle Wright on the mound. Given that Atlanta has also had the more consistent relievers and lineup over the last month, there should be confidence with them on Thursday afternoon. They should get this one over nice and early in the day with such an early start time, and with Wright on the mound. He has great numbers across the board, whether it be his low 2.92 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, or 27.4 strikeout percentage. His expected numbers are all on par with his actual, and it shows with his 7-4 record. He needs to rebound from his last start, but he still led the team to wins in 4 of his last 6 starts. His ability to pitch deep into games will also help on Thursday, with this series now being in its 4th game. The same cannot be said about Giants starter Alex Wood. He's had his 2 bad starts recently against 2 struggling lineups in the Pirates and Reds. He allowed at least 3 runs in each, with San Francisco ultimately losing both games. With the Braves remaining at home after this series, all hands should be on deck to close it out with a win, so the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. The Giants' bats have cooled down, scoring 4 or fewer runs in 8 out of their last 10 games. Wright is stellar and the bullpen has been outstanding recently. In addition, the Braves are winning most of these games fueled by the pitching. They had a big game at the plate on Tuesday and a 10-run output, but despite that performance, they have only plated 25 runs in their last 6 games. Wood has posted a respectable 3.89 career ERA against the Braves. Kyle Wright is coming off a bad outing, but that was on the road. He has been better at home this year. Wright has a 2.84 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, and a 57 out of 16 Kelvin BB ratio in 8 home starts. Opposing batters are hitting just .181 off Wright when he pitches at home this season. He is top 10 in the National League in strikeouts. Wright will bounce back and have a better performance when he exits the game. The Braves relievers will come in, and they have been excellent this season. The Braves relievers rank top 5 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. Home runs are what the Giants do best offensively, but Kyle Wright has given up just 1 home run in 4 out of 13 games, and he has not allowed more than 1 home run in any of the 4 games. Atlanta's relievers are top 5 in home runs allowed. The under is also 10-3-2 in the Giants' last 15 games overall. San Francisco will have a difficult time scoring runs. I expect very little offense in this game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Cincinnati Reds. The Los Angeles Dodgers face the Cincinnati Reds in the final game of the series, with both teams on opposite ends of the National League standings. The Dodgers have a 42-25 record and hold a slight lead for first place in the National League West Division, while the Reds have a 23-4 and with a 6-game losing streak have the worst record in the National League. For the upcoming game, the Dodgers will turn to Clayton Kershaw, who only allowed 1 run in his previous start, while the Reds will turn to Hunter Green as their starting pitcher, who hopes to rebound after allowing 4 runs. The Cincinnati Reds are looking like the Reds from earlier this season, and I doubt things improve with Green on the mound. a pitcher who has an ER over 5 and a WHIP of 1.29. Clayton Kershaw hasn't pitched much this season, but he's allowed just 13 hits and 3 runs in his last 16 innings. The Reds are looking to end the series on a high note and pull off the upset at home. The problem is that the Dodgers are one of the best teams in the MLB and look to overwhelm the Reds throughout the game. The Dodgers, who average 5.06 runs per game, should constantly drive in runs with Trea Turner, Freddie Freeman, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact against Hunter Green and the rest of the Reds pitching staff to play base runners throughout the game. The Dodgers should also limit the Reds lineup with Clayton Kershaw pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to comfortably close out the game. The Dodgers should have dominant performance on the road, so the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Reds should limit the Dodgers lineup with Hunter Green pitching multiple scoreless innings and allowing little to no contact off the bat. The Dodgers should eliminate and potentially shut out a Reds lineup that is scoring only 4.31 runs per game with Clayton Kershaw pitching multiple scoreless innings and limiting hard contact from the Reds hitters while the bullpen also easily eliminates the lineup. The Dodgers have an exceptional lineup that can easily make this game a high-scoring one. However, both teams are turning to 2 of their best starting pitchers who look to control this game from the first pitch. This will be a low-scoring game controlled by the 2 starting pitchers. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Pittsburgh Pirates. On Thursday, the Chicago Cubs complete a 4-game series at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when playing National League Central rival the Pittsburgh Pirates. Chicago has lost each of the first 2 games of this series after falling in the first game 12-1 on Monday, followed by a 7-1 loss to the Pirates on Tuesday. Chicago has lost 3 straight and 13 of the last 15. The Cubs are 4th in the National League Central at 25-43 and trail the front-running St. Louis Cardinals and Milwaukee Brewers by 13 games. Chicago has 8 pitchers on its injury list as well as position players David Bote, Michael Hermosillo, Nick Madrigal, Frank Schwindel, and Seiya Suzuki. With its victories in the first 2 games of the series against Chicago, Pittsburgh has won 3 straight. In Tuesday's 6-run win, Blake Madras hit his first career Major League home run, while Roansy Contreras, also a rookie like Madras, threw 5 strong innings to help lead the Pirates to the victory. Pittsburgh is 28-39 and the Pirates are 3rd in the National League Central, 9 half games behind the front-running Cardinals and Brewers. Pittsburgh has 5 pitchers on its injury list as well as position players Greg Allen, Ben Gamel, Jake Marisnick, Kevin Newman, and Yoshitomo Tsutsugo. The Cubs are 19-39 in their last 58 overall and 7-16 in their last 23 road games versus a lefty starter. Chicago is 4-10 in their last 14 in Game 4 of a series. Meanwhile, the Pirates are 5-1 in the last 6 in Game 4 of a series and 30-68 in their last 98 versus the National League Central. Pittsburgh is 3-12 in their last 15 Thursday games. Pittsburgh plays well in the final game of a 4-game series, winning 5 of the last 6 in that situation. Chicago has struggled against the Pirates of late, losing 7 of the last 10 versus Pittsburgh. Chicago has lost each of its last 7 on the road. Chicago Cubs starting pitcher Justin Steele has had 3 consecutive strong starts, allowing a combined 18 hits and 4 earned runs in 19 innings pitched. Pittsburgh starting pitcher Jose Quintana has been hit hard in each of the last 3 starts, allowing 18 hits and 11 runs in 13 2/3 innings pitched, and Pittsburgh has lost each of the 3 games. Steele is on a nice run right now. He's posted a total of 4 earned runs on 18 hits and 6 walks over his last 3 starts in a span of 19 innings. As for Quintana, he's on something of a spotty run with 11 earned in 13.2 innings over his last 3 starts. Both teams will have some scoring opportunities in the finale, so we should have a pretty fun game to watch. So the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Both Chicago and Pittsburgh have poor pitching staffs, but the 2 are equally below average at the plate. Chicago is 24th in runs scored and Pittsburgh is 28th. The total has finished under in 8 of the last 11 overall between Chicago and Pittsburgh, as well as in 12 of the last 18 that the Cubs have played on the road at PNC Park. Chicago has seen the total finish under in 6 of its last 7 played on the road against a left-handed starting pitcher. Steele is quietly having a nice season, and his 87 Fahrenheit IP indicates the ER could start to fall soon enough. Pittsburgh's offense only has an 85 WRC plus to rank third worst in baseball, so it still has plenty of holes even with the recent call-ups, especially considering the sheer number of injuries right now. Chicago is also below average at the plate with a 97 WRC plus while dealing with some key injuries of its own. This is the best starting pitching matchup we've seen in the series thus far, and these offenses are too beat up to get to this number. Under the projected total is our full game total pick as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.